Hi guys, got a phone call, just got home from the store, and then of course someone calls me, and it's good old Boris, another guy that I do storage auctions with, and he had bought a couple of units that was going as an online auction. And out of principles, I do not do online auctions. So he had bought a couple of units online from a storage place that I normally don't go to. I didn't go to them very much, even when they were doing live auctions, just because I didn't trust the facility. There were certain things that rubbed me the wrong way. I went to a couple of auctions there. So he calls me, or he texts me and he said, hey, look at this. And I looked at a couple of pictures, and I said, yeah, I might be interested in that. And when I get down there, of course, there is way more stuff than just the one he sent me a picture of. So, you know, when I see all this, I start to drool, and I start to go like, maybe I can do something about this. I can probably do something with all this stuff. And the fucking mosquito got me while I was down there. Yeah. Now I'm driving my wife's car, because my truck has been at the dealership today to get some air filter, oil filter, and oil change, and tire rotation. So she works right by the dealership, so she took my truck this morning, and I had her car. And that was perfect, because that way I don't have to have this in the back of the truck. It's not that he is far away, he's like 5 minutes away from my house, because he operates out of a storage unit over here. But enough about that. I got two turntables, a Yamaha and a Dual, and I got a Denon AV receiver, 17, the model number was 17 something, and I got some boxes full of resistors, capacitors, parts that I can use when I repair stuff. So that's good. And I got a freaking shitty expensive power supply, Mako PS65, of the newer type, not the old one, but the newer type. I'll show you guys. It will come in handy in my store. And I got a Tascam MIDI Studio 688, I think it is. They go for somewhere between 700 and 800 bucks on eBay. And I got a killer deal. Boris always gives me a great deal. He always gives me a great deal. This is not the same guy as in the other video that I have made that will be posted. Sometimes when Boris and I end up at the same auctions, we kind of bid against each other. Mainly because I want a few things in that unit and he wants the rest of it. So sometimes we team up and we figure out how much of the stuff I want and how much of the stuff he wants. He pays 60-70%, I pay 30-40%, sometimes I pay 20% of the unit, depending on what I want in there. So he's always been a good guy to me, and I treat him fairly. But you know, this time, because I don't know if everything works as it should, you know, I have to be a little bit reserved, as I mentioned in the other video. But I still try to give fair prices. But this time, and oh yeah, and I got some Bose speakers. I think they're 201s or 301s or something like that. So this lot that I got now today, I feel it's a very good lot. It is. Let me see. Oh, what the hell is going on over there? I have to see what that is. Cop cars are blocking. Let me get back to you guys. Yeah, it's a crash, and this is 2 minutes away from my house. People are always driving like nutcases right here, so they crash here every now and then. But three or four cops cars and a fire truck. Cops are coming. It's not legal to film while you're driving, so I don't want to get a ticket. Yeah, 4 cop cars, a couple of fire trucks. Oh, this is pretty darn nasty. Let's see what we can get out of this. Like I said, this is like 2 minutes away from my house. an ambulance. Oh yeah, chaos. But you know, people can't drive in this intersection for shit. So I've been always waiting for it to just happen, and it happens on a regular basis. Oh, come on guys, we're getting green here now. Let me low. Fuck, what's up? Let me lower the cam. Come on! Oh, tipped over. Really bad. Really bad. Oh, that was a bad one. I tell you guys. For someone to tip over like that, being T-boned or something, that far up, oh yeah. Let me get back to you guys. Okay, so we're back. Let's focus on the audio and stereo, and I will include that clip in my video, just because it was part of my little trip out to get the audio stuff. So I'm driving now. I'm passing my the road that goes down to my house. I'm passing it now. So this is like 2 minutes away from my house that this happened. I'm now heading to the post office. I've sold something on eBay, and I have to, you know, I already, oh, let me see. Try not to be another one that crashes or do anything, but you know, duty calls. I have to ship something on eBay. So let me see, get my shit under control. There we go. What was I saying? Well, I think I listed a little bit what I got. I got a box full of capacitors, resistors, connectors, chips, all kinds of stuff like that. I didn't go through that box very well. I just grabbed it. I paid $5 for that whole box full of parts. You can never get enough capacitors and resistors and stuff like that. I got a pair of Bose. I didn't look what they were, but I've had them before, and from the looks of it, I think it's either 301 or 201. I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning towards 201, but it can be a 301. I got a pair of those, and I got a Yamaha turntable and a dual turntable, a Denon AV receiver, and a violin. I forgot the freaking violin. I got a violin too. Mendini violin or something. It's a student violin, but it's okay. I can sell it for 30-40 bucks. It looked like it was never been used. It was encased and everything. And then of course I got the Tascam MIDI Studio, which is a high dollar thing. And I'm gonna come out really good on top of this deal. And this is the beautiful thing about doing storage auctions. You never know what you will find in these units. I am not looking for everything and all kinds of things these days. Like before, like I've been doing storage auctions for like 10-11 years, and I probably bought, Jesus, close to 1,000 units at least. It's way up there, because in the beginning, you know, I bought like 20-30 units a month, all kinds of sizes. So that's like 200-300 units first 2 or 3 years every year. And then I scaled down a little bit when I got sick in 2015, and for 2015 and 2016, 2017 I maybe bought 3 or 4 units, but 2018 I went back out and I started looking constantly for audio equipment and music equipment. So I bought a few units last year, and I bought some this year. But you know, for the first 6-7 years, I bought like, Jesus, 300 or 400 units a year. So I've been buying a lot of units, and in the beginning I bought everything because, you know, I maybe saw a drum set or a drum kit, and it was a full 10x20 units, and it was a high dollar Sonor drum kit, you know. Then I bought the whole unit, and I had to deal with furniture and knickknacks and collectibles, and I found some really cool stuff beside audio gear. So I saved a lot, you know, like for a rainy day, and like a little retirement fund. You know, you always find jewelry, gold and silver, and you put that away, and you know, sometimes you find guns. sometimes you find very high dollar collectibles, and I have a few things at home that is considered high dollar or valuable collectibles, and so of course it's fun. But now I mainly do it for the audio gear and the music gear and instruments and stuff like that. But and of course everyone else that do these auctions here in town, you know, there is like a gang of us, like regular people that come. So we are like 30-40 people that do it every month, and all of those guys and girls know what I'm looking for. So when they find something like that in their unit, they text me, they call me, or they contact me the next month at the next auction, and they say, hey, I found this in a unit, is this something you want? And sometimes we do trades. Like last month or this month it was, I traded like a set of mattresses for a guitar. I didn't want to deal with the mattress, so sometimes we do that. And so this is cool. Let me see. You can probably see there's some there, and there's more in the back. Right there in the back seat I have the Denon receiver and the dual turntable. And right there on the other side I have the Yamaha. And so good stuff, really good stuff. So I'll get back to you guys later, and there's gonna be some videos now. I think I have like 7 or 8 videos that are almost done, ready to go, ready to be uploaded. I will do a few each day. I don't want to like swamp my YouTube channel with a bunch of videos, so I'm probably going to do 2 a day or something like that for the next 3 or 4 days. So stay tuned.